Chongqing, a city that has gone viral on many video platforms. Whenever people talk about it, it's always labeled as the world's largest city, a cyberpunk city, or a futuristic city. But what if I told you that around 90% of Chongqing looks absolutely nothing like this? This is the Chongqing you have known. This is also Chongqing. This one too, and this one. Calling Chongqing a city is actually not accurate. A better word would be municipality, which is a province-sized region. What people mostly say online is only the urban core, but that is only a small part of Chongqing. Beyond the skyscrapers, the majority of Chongqing actually consists of wild mountains, villages, and small county towns, which have nothing to do with the so-called cyberpunk.
I spent the first 12 years of my life in a small town in Chongqing, and that was the Chongqing I grew up with. So in this video, as a Chongqing native, I'd like to show you the side of Chongqing that most people never get to see.
Next, I will head to Fengjie, a county in northeastern Chongqing, around 320 kilometers away from the urban core. Located along the Yangtze River and surrounded by mountains, it feels like a completely different world from the Chongqing that usually appears online. Over the next few days, I will explore three sides of Fengjie: its mountains, its waters, and its county town. Together, they reveal a very different Chongqing than the one in the urban core. Mountain City is another name for Chongqing. The entire municipality lies among mountains and river valleys, but most people only see the buildings stacked up the hillsides, without ever actually heading deep into the mountains. So, before we go into Fengjie County Town, I want to take you deep into the mountains nearby. About 40 kilometers south of Fengjie, there is a mountain gateway formed by two 400-meter high cliffs called Hankuimen. Yet despite such an extreme landscape, people actually live here, and this village is the first stop of this journey. But what I didn't expect was that, the deeper I went into the mountains, the thicker the fog became. It's also worth mentioning that Chongqing has another nickname: the Fog City.
Bro, this is absolutely crazy. Okay, now if I turn around, this is my car. Can you see my car? You even cannot see the plate number, and you only see the lights. This is just crazy. Still very dangerous to drive here. Especially my car is white. I have arrived at a viewpoint, but the outside is full of mist and I barely can see anything, and it rains very heavily, but I gotta head out to take a look. Whoa, look at this. And the Hankuimen, Hankui Gate, I think it's somewhere close to this place, maybe below? Because this is so...
The fog gave the place an air of a mystery, but it's also made filming almost impossible. After waiting for a while, I was finally able to make out the final outline of Hankuimen. I eventually decided to leave and come back once the weather cleared up. But funny enough, the very next day was sunny.
So when I come to Hankuimen again, if I don't see fog here, here is what Hankuimen looks like. So yesterday when I was here, mountains were surrounded by fog. That was also a type of feeling. It reminded me of 仙侠, 武侠, a very traditional Chinese feeling. There's a small stone gates. Not too many people living in this valley. It sort of gives me a feeling of ancient China.娘娘，你在弄啥子哦？
豌豆儿，
豌豆儿，
哎，
啷个是干的？
啊，晒干它做中沙这个，
这可以，这个啷个做啊？可以直接吃吗？
这个晒干它就点沙2两子，又不嘎破的，
哦，
啊，
我可不可以来看一下？
就可以噻。
我看一下你的豌豆儿呢？
哎，可以看。
耶，那种豌豆儿咯。
哎，做中间豌豆儿。
那可不可以直接吃哦？
哎，
可以直接吃啊？
哎，
我尝一个哟。
那吃不得，
哎，
你搞不动嘛？你上嘛。
好苦。
好苦啊！
嗯，
你吃到烂的。
我应该吃到烂的。
哎，对的，你要莫吃烂的。
你那个豌豆哪儿种的？
豌豆个人田里种的噻。
都那个田呐？
啊，那些田里种的。
哦。
种到往前只是吃豌豆儿，吃豌豆儿就咔它吃噻。
都是把它搣出来没？
嗯，这个把米弄出来。
留到明年的。
呀，留到今年下盘搞嘛，搞到明年吃噻。
哦。
嗯。
嘿，哎呦，那个小一个。
它这个豌豆儿是好的。
那个地方适合种菜么？
啊，适合种菜，种菜有，那长菜又长得起来了。
你们都是个人种起个人吃？
啊，我们个人种起个人吃，我们也不卖。
也不卖。哦，一年到头都是个人种个人吃。
个人种点子个人吃。
哦，那都是在那个地方一直是自给自足。
哎。
哦，好安逸哦。
啊，安逸，我们这些是安逸，空气也好。
嗯。
啊，个人吃点菜也放心，又不打药，又不运肥料。
嗯。
啊。
你们还种了些啥子？
我们这儿，红烧啊，洋芋啊。
我看到好多玉米哦，包谷。
啊，包谷玉米嘛，对，就是嘛，就是种的这些嘛，豌豆儿、胡豆儿啊。
那你们吃不吃米？
吃米买噻。
买呀。
啊，买。
那儿不种米噻。
啊，我们这儿些没得水田。
啷个买耶？
是他拿起来卖噻。
所以说是每隔一段时间就。
那经常来耶。
哦，经常有人。一般都是买些啥子？
那样样都有。米面。
生活用品。
糖，不管么的都有。
哦。所以基本上是也不得缺啥子东西。
那不缺。那我给你拿个米面来好。
没事没事。都能够买。
那就那个要不得。
可以的。
对，那个要不得呢。那不麻烦。
谢谢哦。
不谢。
我老家也是那种房子。
老家那是的，一般的上人爷爷奶奶都还住在好的。
对对。
哎。
你们在这儿住好久了？
那几十年了。
几十年一直在那个下头啊？
一直在这儿。
那个村子一共好多户人咯？
有30-40多户哎。
我恁个多啊？
哎，
我以为都10几户哎。
那不了，他不是的，他这主要的是年轻人都没得屋里大。
啊，全是老年人。
啊，全部是70几的、60几的，在屋头，出门打工不得行，那家伙。
你是几代人都住在那个地方的吗？
那从这个老汉儿那是的，就从住在这儿嘛，这就我们嘛。
我爷爷奶奶也是种菜国人，
也是种菜好。
也是农民。
我们的孙儿也是20分吧。
都在外头都上班还是上学没？
那个大的没有他上班。小的还得读。
他们得不得回来那个地方哦？
哎呦了，就不来呀。
不得来。恁好的地方不得来。
那就是我们2个老头儿的这些，我跟老公2个的这些照下这个棚棚。
那过年你不得来呀？
过年你就回来哈噻。那是来耍噻。在这儿住他就不得来呀。他个城市里有房子，城市里还是方便些。
好，两个再去走一下儿，我去逛一下儿哦。
可以。
我把那个凳子放回去。
也对。有花的就是不怕。
没什么把你。
那个客气哦。
我放到那个屋头哈。
也对，就可以随便放哪都可以。莫客气很的。
Very kind auntie or grandma. Look at this thing. This is a traditional winnowing machine. So how people use it? So you put the grain in from the top and turn the handle. The fan inside generates wind that blows away the lighter chaff, leaving you with clean grain. But they don't grow rice here anymore. 娘娘，你在弄啥子哦？那不是柴火吗？
可以不柴火嘛？你们是哪里的？
我是良品来耍的。
良品来耍的。
哎。
好大。
我第一次来这里。
你第一次来这里，你为什么的好看点？
好看的啷个不好看呢？那个不好看。
好看呐。
那儿都是你田呐。你在这儿住了好久了？
我在这个地方是60、70年的。
就生下来在那里。
我生下来就在外头那个主公路边上。嫁到这里。
好地方。
好地方啊。我们这地方不坑了。
你都是那户人家呀？
就是这户人家。
好，我再逛一下。
好。
拜拜。So, would you like to live in such a space for decades, or even your entire life? And you gotta cultivate everything on your own as a real farmer, and you don't have too much connection with the outside world. But I think they like this piece very much. I'm so glad that there's still such a place that is so very well preserved. Truly like a 世外桃源. This is what a village in Chongqing looks like. Across the entire municipality, there are nearly 8,000 villages of all sizes scattered throughout the mountains. And my own family used to live a self-sufficient life in the mountains too. For many Chongqing natives, mountains are where their lives begin. For generations, many have moved out of these mountains. But the mountains always stay right here, watching people leave and waiting for them to come back. If the mountains are the flesh of Chongqing, then the rivers are the arteries flowing through it. Behind me is the Yangtze River, which runs all the way through Chongqing. It's not only the vital source of water for the people here, but also an essential lifeline connecting China's east and the west. For many Chongqing natives who grew up here, it's both a life and a livelihood. Heading east from Fengjie for a few dozen kilometers, you will reach another county in Chongqing, Wushan. Tomorrow I board a boat and take a look at life on the river. So here is the landing terminal traveling between Fengjie and Wushan. I'm going to take the boats right now. It's around 7:30 a.m. in the morning.
3个多小时，3个半小时。没得。
多少钱
40。
Let's directly head to the second deck. Upper deck. 这么多人，2个多人。That is Huimen Bridge. After that one, that is Baidicheng Bridge. This is Fengjie County. Our routes will be going to that way, and that will be east side to Wushan. No one is staying on the lower deck because everybody just want to get a view on the upper deck. So I believe at this time, 24 minutes before departure, there are only tourists on these boats, and I'm a part of it. 这弄菜哟。
对，弄菜。
你们平常都是在船高头吃饭？切得均匀了。
是，均匀。
配上fruit。叔叔，你每天在这儿搬货啊？
嗯。
好钱一趟嘛？
给他10块钱。
10块钱一趟。棒菌儿。
The official name of these red boats is simply the Little Red Boats. At these points, most of the passengers are tourists hoping to see the Yangtze River. But despite its popularity with visitors, it is not a sightseeing boat. It's actually a water bus used by local residents for their daily commutes. In recent years, more and more tourists have started taking the Little Red Boats just to soak in the river scenery.
“从白帝城乘舟东下时写下，早发白帝城，朝辞白帝彩云间，千里江陵一日还”，成为千古绝唱。杜甫在白帝城附近创作了《秋兴8首》等高达400余首诗作，占其现存作品的1/3。
现在我们正在穿越的是瞿塘峡，3峡当中最短也最窄的一个峡谷，总长度不超过8公里。那边呢就是奉节的老城，在水底下了。现在因为3峡工程建立起之后，水位线上升了130米到175米，所以现在我们看10元人民币上的那张瞿塘峡的照片，其实跟现在其实是不一样的。整个峡谷也是更加的深，更加的陡峭，水面更加的湍急。所以以前还有一群工种叫做纤夫，现在已经消失了。当以风为动力或者是船的马力不够的时候，纤夫就需要在岸边去拉船，把船拉到上游上去。然后你也可以看到这些大型的船只，稍微大型的船只，这些在3峡大坝建立起之前，这些船只是无法上来的，因为水两边水实在是太窄了，而水位线赤水线也不够这些大船能上到这个地方来。
After we passed through Chitang Gorge, the boats finally start to feel more like a local ride than a tourist boat. From Dashi village, right at the end of the gorge, Villagers began boarding one after another, and you would see fruit farmers carrying baskets of fruits onto the boats, heading to Wushan to sell them. Of course, you can buy the fruits right on the boats too.
娘娘，你们是哪儿的啊？大溪的啊？
是呀。
哦。
你想了解啥子？
我是不是说是来了解一下的？哦，旅游的。
啊？
你们看哪里？
下午上的大溪的，我上这的。我们在上的船。
看到你们上的船了。你们是不是经常坐这个船喽？
没有，上下巫山一般都是坐这个船嘛。啊。这个红船都有好多个。
虽然20几的，
你看我像20几的？
是20的啊！
你看我像好多岁嘛？
看不出来，看不出来。
看不出来。
找女朋友没有？
那个每个人来关心那个问题啊。
他给你介绍一个。
啊，你要给我介绍一个啊？
哎，你莫看。
我找不到了。
他这些是几号的条件结婚？
他们那个是搬去哪儿卖？
我买噻。
啊。
你们也可以买。
哦，船上可以买啊。
可以。我们都有自己卖。
哎，你也有。
我还请你吃，
请我吃哦，谢谢你哦，谢谢你哦。
我那个在船上卖呀，10几块钱呢。
你也卖吗？
啊。
那今天啷个没卖呀？哦，有卖呀。那个大一桶哦。有。
卖得完的。
They're selling a lot of oranges.
那个天上的肉都是800现金，150，150上面差这里150来倍。
你们主要工作都是卖水果啊？
我好多啊！
那一般几乎都是那上来收噻。
你我们的樱桃有。
哦，还卖樱桃。
都不吃。
耶，你卖的恁个多啊？你那个品种硬是繁复杂耶。
翠梨的，我们这儿是样样都有。
翠梨。
哦。
那个把电话给我嘛，条子。
要的呀。
好多。
加微信嘛呀。
你加嘛。
绕，我一跳，跳起来，我跳就晃个的，跳。
哟。厉害。
过来。
好落了又。
现在这个接，你过去把那喇叭控好。
年轻。
我就去把那个。
那儿算是一个上船点吗？还是说只是说有人在那儿来上船？
在这边，在这边。
哦。
在那边，那个。哪个好快？好些嘛，好些，在这里。拜拜。拜拜。
拜拜。送别。
3.5 hours later, we arrived in Wushan County.
It's 11:13 a.m. Our bus just has arrived in Wushan. 爷爷，你那些青椒拿去去卖的吗？
不是的。
个人吃啊？
啊。
那么大一袋哟。
啊。
你是住在巫山的啊？
啊，我这儿我的女儿在这儿。
哦，你女儿来的。
啊，跟女儿拿去。
哦哦。你拿一扁担瓶子啊？
在那儿我还是开完，我把你给我女儿来接。
哦，你女儿来接哟。你经常坐那个船呐？
啊，我们上下这是。
哦。你们那个挤得动啊？拜拜哟。
拜拜。
我不走。不走不走。I don't have a destination, so I don't know where I should be going to. Just walk randomly. This is Wushan County, and in the afternoon, I will return to Fengjie by HSR.
These mountains and the rivers shaped the people of Chongqing, so naturally, that's where we're heading next, straight into their lives. I returned to Fengjie, a county town where so many ancient poets have visited. But even though it has a history of over 2,300 years, the buildings you see clustered on the hillsides right now were almost all built within the last 2 decades. During the 10 years around 2000, more than 1.1 million people were relocated because of the Three Gorges project. Among them, nearly 130,000 people from Fengjie left their old homes behind. The old town of Fengjie was permanently submerged under the Yangtze River in 2006, after a dam began filling up. That's right beneath where the little red boats passes. The economy here is nowhere near the urban core of Chongqing, yet life moves at a slow and steady pace. But who builds the urban core? Many of them are just from the county towns, like this.
我原本有一个计划，就是通过一个具体的事情来向你呈现这个县城。但我后来意识到，一个县城的质地是由许许多多的琐碎的、不起眼的事情构成的。所以我现在决定，就从这一个地方开始，一个相对于比较高的地方开始，一直往下走，往江面的方向走，走到哪儿算哪儿。我想让这条路自己来说话。I have no idea how long I will be walking. No plan, no destination. Again, just a random walk with random people. Under this building, there are many grandma and grandpas are playing cards here because this is a very cool place. The temperature here is relatively low. You can often see this kind of scene in Chongqing and Sichuan. Some people are playing mahjong or are just poke a card. Take a look. Oh. 打的啥子牌哟？升级。你们那边又打的啥子牌？
他们打的扑克。
哎，啷个一个人每个都打的不一样的？
打不一样的，差不是一样。
一样的，那个叫啥子？也是啊。
他们是想升官。
升这个旧了官。
你就是要旧了官啊！你兄弟叫旧了官。
那个是不是要4个人才能耍？说你们天天在这儿打牌啊？
啊，天天打牌。
有点意思。那个地方是凉快，所以在这儿。像那边打牌都是纯粹是打起耍哟。
打的耍，那有打钱的啦。
那个还有打钱的，都是几块钱那种。
打块钱嘛，打几块。这些是打的消磨时间的。
嗯，你们是轮流的吗？
啊？
你轮流啊？你们？
啊。
嗯。好，那你慢慢耍哦。
好。
This road is called Shixian Xilu, which is how do you translate xian? A deity? Whatever. It's a poem Xian Western Road. Shixian stands for a very famous poet in China from Tang Dynasty, Li Bai, because when he visited here during Tang Dynasty, he wrote a very famous poem about this place. That's also why there are so many people are attracted to this place. Many old men. chilling. Everyone's chilling. So you can see there are a lot of elderly people living here, but you cannot see the same amount of young people here. This is not just because today is a weekday, so there's no idler like me, but also because the most young people have moved out from the county, from the small town. This is a very common phenomenon in China. A lot of young people choose to move to bigger cities like Shenzhen and Shanghai to work, to seek for the employment opportunities, including me. I moved to Shenzhen. But you can also see many people have chosen to return to this town, and because they have earned enough money, or they have retired, or just because they miss the environment they used to live in. So I believe probably when I turn my 60, I will return to my hometown as well. I wish to die in my hometown. In Chinese, we call it 落叶归根.啥子韩菜呀？啥子菜哟？折耳根，折耳根还能晒干吃吗？煲汤喝？哦，我还没喝过折耳根茶叶，都是凉拌吃的。你晒好久了？要晒到全部晒干，然后再来泡。要不要炒啊？
不炒，
直接泡。
还香。
我拿一口闻一下。
你闻啥？
哎，没什么折耳根闻了啊。
没得，晒到没得味道。喝起来有点香味。
那是哪里那种新鲜折耳根？它还是绿的咯。
新鲜的，它的晒到都是那个黄色的根看。
哦，那个是根了。
对的是根。
它晒干的我确实从来还没见过，都吃了那么多年了。
喝茶的很好吃。
折耳根茶。So this is 折耳根, also known as 鱼腥草. And if you are not from Chongqing, Sichuan, or Guizhou, or Yunnan, you will feel it tastes very fishy. But for people like us, we have fully gotten used to it. There's a 报社小记者培训基地. Little journalist. Although Fengjie is not a metropolitan area, but it is still Chongqing, so you still can see city face. This could be someone's top floor, but it also can be someone's first floor, the ground floor.
吃甜点吗？淡点水果。
甜点嘛。
好好。
哎，也不用很甜。
好，没很甜了。
红糖水是不？
哎，对。
哎，帮我拿个袋子装一下。
就这样子好。
凉面好多钱一份儿
5块。
来一份儿嘛。
来一份哦。
哦。
就是长得非常慢。
生意好不好嘛？
生意还好。
天气热了。Look at this large bowl of the cold rice noodle. It's spicy, cold, a little bit sweet. There's a lot of garlic as the seasoning and chilies. It's very nice to eat it when the weather is very hot. So you might feel this part of the video a little bit boring because there's nothing dramatic about it. No so-called cyberpunk, no futuristic. But this is an actual day in Chongqing. Whenever I see Chongqing on non-Chinese video platforms, those two words always pop out. But that is only a very small part. That is only the metropolitan part of Chongqing. And a very large part of Chongqing. Just look at this. I ain't got nothing to say.
Even though I have never lived in Fengjie, it still feels so familiar to me, because many county towns across southwestern China share the same character. The slightly worn tile facades, the bright signboards with big characters, the blue or green rolling shutters, and the people who never seem to be in a hurry. Towns scattered all over China keep sending people to the big cities, which is why those cities are always in the spotlights. So these towns can be easily forgotten, or never even noticed in the first place. Out of the thousands of pieces of internet content about Chongqing, almost all of them just showcase the urban core. But I have been away from my own county town for a long time too, and I've gotten so used to the big city life. I often say that I miss the mountains, the rivers, and those slow, unhurried evenings in Chongqing's county towns. But I found myself coming back to this land less and less. Night has fallen, only a few glowing characters remain on the dock of the red boats. The water ripples gently, like the slow, deep heartbeats of the town.